Liberal documentary filmmaker Michael Moore is at it again, but this time what he's calling for is completely over the top. It's offensive and, frankly, downright weird and horrific. Now, the left-wing lunatic is now advocating for the release of the crime scene photos from the tragic school shooting in Newtown, Connecticut, and he's doing so, why? In order to push the left's gun-grabbing agenda. Now, in his column entitled, America, You Must Not Look Away, How to Finish Off the NRA, Moore writes in part, quote, when the American people see what bullets from an assault rifle fired at close range due to a little child's body, well, that's the day the jig will be up for the NRA. It will be the day the debate on gun control will come to an end. There will be nothing left to argue over. It will just be over, and every sane American will demand action. Now, the crazed liberal goes on to describe what the photos of the murdered children might look like, and he ends his rant with a message to the NRA advising the group to pack its bags if the photos are released. Here with reaction, Fox News contributors Leslie Marshall and Tony Saig is with us. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Obvious what he's doing here. First of all, he hasn't been in the media lately. He's kind of become irrelevant. So he's kind of attention-seeking here, politicizing a tragedy. Obviously, he cares more about his political agenda than he does about families that have suffered enough already. To put parents through that, he'd really want that to happen, releasing the photos. Does he not care about the other people involved that have experienced all this pain already?
Michael Moore doesn't speak for all liberals or all people like myself who want more gun control. And as a mom, I'm certainly a mom first before I'm anything political. And to show children who are dead is horrific, in my opinion. I understand what he's trying to do. He's saying, look, if you're backing these guns and you're saying you don't want these types of guns banned, NRA is who he's really attacking. You need to look at the carnage. But there's a way to do that without showing
There's also another side of this. If we want to go that far, maybe the woman that was about to be raped, and I've interviewed a lot of people who would not be here today but for firearms. Maybe the woman that was about to be raped or the family that was about to be killed that used a weapon to kill a rapist or a murderer or a thief in their house, maybe we should show those photos so people would say, hey, guns save good people's lives. Do we want to do that?
But the statistics show that the guns
are lies.
Used.
This is
the statistics are lies.
No, your statistics on the left are lies.
Sean, well, let's play out the scenario with exactly what you just laid out. What if the NRA would have taken these images and said, we would not have had this tragedy if an armed guard was standing in front of this school? It still would have been, it still would be wrong if they did it. You could make a point, and you and I could have our honest disagreement about gun control or more school safety via armed guards. That's fine, and that's legitimate. Newtown forces us to elevate this conversation. What Michael Moore does is use these children not as victims, but as political opportunities to put forward an agenda, which the title says it all. It's all about ending the NRA's power.
What are you ever going to do if somebody, God forbid, breaks into your house? What do you do?
If they can get in, they've earned it.
They've earned it? Earned what?
It's very difficult to get into my home.
You get my point. You're in a house, somebody breaks in. How do you defend yourself and your family?
But Sean, that's what the Second Amendment in our Constitution is great, because it all has to do with our freedom and freedom of choice. Yours to own a gun, mine not to own a gun.
Why are we even debating this?
We have alarm systems.
Trying to take away my right to keep and bear arms, the arms that I want. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and by the way, a marksman, and I've been trained in the use of a firearm since I'm 11 years old.
But Sean, this isn't just about that. When we talk about, in my opinion, when we talk about legislation, in my opinion, it's a comprehensive package. It's multifaceted. It's not just about banning certain weapons.
Wait a minute. We have a vice president of the United States that's telling people to take a shotgun and shoot it through a door, not knowing what's on the other side. There's a guy, Pistorius, who claims he did the same thing. That's not how you use a firearm. Secondly, a lot of women, if they weigh 100 pounds, 120 pounds, they're going to be right back on their rear ends when they shoot a certain shot. An AR-15 will not put them on their backside.
But they can't carry a shotgun in their purse.
No, I'm saying if it's in their home.
In their home to defend themselves. But, Sean, this is the exact missed opportunity that liberals have forced us to go toward since Newtown. There were people, conservatives who I know are very pro-gun, who after Newtown said, this commands our attention, our respect. Everything is on the table. Let's have a comprehensive conversation. We now know, when revisiting the issue of gun control, which, by the way, President Obama did not do a thing about, getting him an F rating with the Brady campaign for gun violence, violence for his first 4 years. We now know that really increasing rational laws, and Connecticut had an assault weapons ban. Connecticut had gun-free schools, which Newtown was in. Connecticut had among the strongest gun control laws. We know just by making more rational laws, we're not stopping irrational actions.
Leslie, let me ask you a question. Yes. You wouldn't want to protect yourself and your family? I want you protected.
I am protected, but I don't need a gun to be protected, really? Especially because the statistics that you don't like or believe, the gun is more apt to be used on me or by me.
Listen, I will urge you to read. That is absolutely not true, because what they're counting about is all guns that are used in homes. That means criminals that have used them. Those statistics are skewed.
Can I tell you something military guys have told me, and others that are marksmen like yourself? It's very different, Sean, shooting a human being than a target. When they wake you up in REM stage at 3 o'clock in the morning in your house, you're scrambling for the gun and the ammunition if you're responsible, and you're storing them separately. Many times the perpetrator will win.
Leslie, I think the people, that might be your choice, but don't take away my choice.
I'm not taking away your choice.
That's exactly right.
Dianne Feinstein would.
Limiting it.
We gotta
Background check.
Thank you, guys.